It's the time to get down.
It's a lot of stuff, Vic.
Yeah.
Been enjoying your work on the local zone.
Oh, okay, man. Okay.
Really enjoying it.
Good.
And the programming. And it's just the idea that we get to do it. I must let everybody know, too, we just uploaded last night the recent recording that you did at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza.
Oh, man, you know.
The gospel, the holiday gospel.
Oh, yeah.
Praise him.
Yeah, praise him.
Tell me about it, brother.
Well, you know, there's a two-parter to this story, but I'm going to give you the quick and easy. For those who are not here, they don't matter. They started the gospel series, and they started over this weekend. So, you know, they always start off with the local churches and the choirs. And it was cut short a little bit, only because there was, you know, of course, there was a personal matter, and then they reduced it from 2 hours to 1 hour. But it was a wonderful presentation I got to see. We got about 20, 25 minutes of video. But there's another story to it, where I told you about, you know, CNN was in the backyard.
Yes.
So I can't show you any footage of this. But in short, the PR person who was working at the gospel series, after it was over, we were sitting down and meeting, and all of a sudden he says, I got to go up here and talk to this person from CNN. So he called us up. You know, I was with Tarquazi Frazier, and then when we went up, I'm standing around. A lot of people are around. You know, it seems like a bus tour. You know, a bus tour. Yeah, a lot of folks. Predominantly, they were all white, and then we're in a melting pot, so it's Latinos.
But
and
a
blacks.
whole bunch of white folks stand out.
And
it's
so
like a whole bunch of us stand out in some places.
The first thing I asked, man, was to say, okay, is this a tour bus of the Walmart in Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza? It's the first thing I thought about. Towards the end of the conversation, it's about 10 minutes going. Standing around a few folks, a couple of guys, we got some Latinos standing, chilling. They get on the bus. And they get on the bus, the PR person, I'm not going to say anything, Darren, but I'm going to call your name out anyway, says, oh, that, by the way, they were just waiting for the Chilean miners to finish shopping at Walmart. And the whole time I'm chilling against the wall, the miners are standing right next to me. I didn't recognize, man. So I
You mean this brother right here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know who we're talking about. We're talking about the man who ran the marathon. What is his name? Is it Medina? But I can't remember his name. I cannot.
Edison Pena.
Yeah, Edison Pena. So he was there, and and I talked to some of the CNN associates, one or two, and just said, oh, this is a low-key thing. They just wanted to shop. They didn't want to have no hype. They didn't want no media, pictures, or anything like that. They just wanted to go shopping, and then they have to go to their next junket, which is a press and media thing. So they landed here in our backyard, and the whole time was just kind of undercover, man.
So they wanted to shop. And they brought them straight to the hood.
They brought them straight to. That's the funny part. Out of all the malls in Southern California, they're coming back here. The Walmart at the converted Broadway that's been here since 1940.
So what you're basically saying, and you were standing right next to him,
man, the whole time.
But you didn't even know that was him.
No, I didn't.
Nobody told you.
Nope.
Had you known, we would have had an interview.
Right, I would have been gangster. It's just the killer, because I was telling Darren, and I can't say too much thanks for Darren, because he has to respect the associations he have.
Yeah.
So he was representing CNN as supporting what they were doing. So I couldn't go too gangster, but it was funny, because I'm just thinking it's regular shoppers. You know how it is. You see black folks come in, you see Hispanics come in, whatever. The whole time. Marathon man standing right there.
So that's how they don't stand out.
Don't say that.
Like one of the regular
Don't say that, man.
Mexican brothers around here. That's like me. See, they can't tell us when we on the street neither.
Yeah.
They say, y'all look like the whatever.
Yeah. That's why, and that's why, I mean, it's just a story. We can't show you anything, but I just thought it was an interesting experience, because, you think about what they went through, and here they are, they're really in another hemisphere, so to speak, and right down the street from you. So, it makes a connection in its own way.
Well, Vic.
Yeah.
Maxim, Maxim magazine, because we get Maxim magazine.
Yeah.
So as part of the good news, we reported that Maxim has voted a 22-year-old Russian as the sexiest woman, actress Christina Asmus, famous for her role in the Russian version of the hit comedy Scrubs.
Wow. Okay.
But she's supposed to be fine and all that.
She looked good from here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
Oh, well,
we want to thank Al. This is Russian
Readers
television.
of popular men's mag Maxim have voted a 22-year-old nurse Russia's sexiest woman. Lucky girl. Actress Christina Asmus is famous for her role in the Russian version of the hit hospital comedy Scrubs. She beat 99 other babes who've posed for Maxim. Ex-Russian agent and femme fatale Anna Chapman came 18th. Many thought she'd top the list after she was spotted partying alongside Maxim's editor-in-chief, but it seems Russian men prefer nurses to spies. Wow, they're sweaty and
Don't know this
naked.
girl, but that's her when she's done up for a photo shoot, yeah? And that's her in reality?
Yeah,
We get
I
our
like
news
that
from
one
Russia.
better. That's the one
the
where...
real one.
They don't fight us
Do you
over
like
there.
Anna Chapman? Oh, you can see her assets over there.
Assets.
Not my type. It just shows you can overdo it, I think, in these photo shoots. I'd rather have the real deal. And the nurse's outfit helps as well.
Yeah, sadly they don't get men all sort of oiled up for sexiest man of the year.
Not in Maxime, I don't think, no.
Upsetting.
You know, this is bad. Yeah, you can hear Mario sitting back on the other side over there chomping at the fruit while we're trying to get engaged.
What fruit?
Yeah, the fruit that you have in your bowl.
Huh? What?
See, and here I am listening to this brother give this criticism of it's not his type. Well, you know, this is a rule.
The Russian babes. They got kind of big ankles.
Whenever you say this is not your type, then show us what your type is.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Because some people like big ankles.
Yeah, you know what? You see, you made me go to blue screen.
Hey, well, check this out. They have renowned U.S. animator Bill Plimpton has brought to Moscow his feature-length film, his tale, called Idiots and Angels. And this is entirely drawn by hand with colored pencils.
Wow. Okay.
And it's hot.
That's hot.
It's hot, Vic.
Yes, it is. I can't. This is interesting.
Oh, it's overwhelming.
Oh Lord, only you would find this.
And
On to more modern forms of art now. Pioneer Cinema is showing Idiots and Angels, the new feature-length cartoon by renowned animator Bill Plimpton. The entire surreal tale has been drawn by hand using colour pencils. And Tom Waits provided the soundtrack for the film. Plimpton once turned down a multi-million-dollar deal from Disney to animate Aladdin. He didn't turn down Primetime's invitation, though, to draw, and Anya met up with the man himself slightly earlier.
So we're joined by Bill Plimpton in the studio, lucky us. Bill, so good to see you.
Yes, I'm very happy to be in Moscow. This is, I'm amazed at the reception I've been getting, the excitement, the fans. I got people stalking me at the hotel.
That's
Can you believe
nice.
that? I feel like I'm the Beatles or something.
Well, it is quite an artistic place. There are lots of people who like drawing and I'm sure love what you do. Tell
Yes.
us a bit about what you're presenting here in this.
Yes, I'm very excited. There's two wonderful events. One is the gallery exhibition, which is showing all of my animation from my first film, Your Face, which is nominated for an Oscar, up until Idiots and Angels, which is my brand new feature film. Very excited about that. And then
And this is happening in the gallery called Salyanka, if you want to
It's
see
also
that.
here in the U.S.
And then also at the Pioneer, I believe, we're showing the world premiere,
Shows you how
or the
small
Russian
the world
premiere,
is.
sorry, of Idiots and Angels,
Yeah.
my new feature
I
film.
know.
I read that it's slightly darker than the stuff that you previously used to.
It is. It's all pencil on paper, which is something I've never really done before. And then we put a lot of shadows in there, a lot of personality. This guy's kind of an evil person, and so we really want to make it dark and kind of film noir. And I think it really comes across, but it's a very happy ending. It's a lot of jokes, a lot of humor. And people who come tonight, I'm doing a master class tonight. I forgot to mention this. People who come will get a free drawing from me. I will talk about
great.
my new films, do some drawings, and then everybody who comes gets a free sketch.
Now look at me, there's something else I know, that the masterclass is actually going to happen at 9:30 p.m, so
Yes.
this means that even our viewers can hop into a car or the metro and quickly come join you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll be showing some of my new films that nobody has seen before, so this will be another
Ooh, some
Russian
dirty
premiere.
pictures.
Oh, this is brilliant. Do you have any ties with Russia? As an artist, maybe you were inspired by...
Yeah, there's a new
someone.
short film I did called The Cow Who Wanted to Be a Hamburger. And I was looking for a color scheme for this film, and I went to a exhibition at the Guggenheim of Vasily Kandinsky. I don't know how you pronounce
Yeah,
it in
that's
Russian.
perfect.
And I love the way he used big fields of black and big fields of white and these bright, vivid
Very
colors.
bold.
Very bold. And I used it for the cow film. I stole it, actually, I should say. And people love it. They love the color. It's a very different direction for me.
Now, that movie is very different.
You know, so we want you to check it out. We want to thank RT, Russia Television. You know, along with Al Jazeera, we're getting a lot of our broadcasts about things that go on here in the States from foreign television. People say, why, Vic? And I tell them because they don't flag us.
What
They
kind of
don't
flag?
find us. And a lot more open support.
Yeah.
So we want to thank them because this is an American animator, very well known, and he's got this feat, and it's here all over the U.S. too. And we'll get you some clips, and you can check it out. But all hand drawn.
Yeah, man. You know, the part that I picked up right away is that his hands is on. He's the talent that's producing it directly, and I think people like to point to people who have an extreme gift or talent, and when you own it, it's sure to cut through everybody else. A lot of folks are good at stuff. This guy is excellent. To do that all by pencil and animation, I'm sorry, he's excellent, man.
You can watch it. Yeah. You can look at a bunch of his work on YouTube.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of it out there.
Yeah.
Well, Vic, you know, the happening thing, though, today is that, first of all, there was a Natalie Holloway non-news item that they found a jawbone. And people were saying they thought it could be her. Why? I guess because there was a jawbone found in that area.
Right.
But it was not her. So it was a non-story. Mm-hmm. But the big story is really the escalating tensions and the outbreak of violence that has occurred in regards to North Korea. North Korea fired artillery. We're getting the stories. You're getting the stories everywhere. You know, and it's hard to understand. You know, you got to sort it out. The South Koreans say they were doing a military exercise, and that during their military exercise, they were fired upon. Let me tell you what it says according to USA Today. According to USA Today, North Korea fired upon a South Korean island, which is right near their disputed border, killing 2 Marines. Now, this is after they warned South Korea to stop their military drills that were in the area. So they were doing military drills. So the South Koreans didn't stop the military drills. And so the North Koreans fired on this island. And then the South Koreans say it returned fire and scrambled fighter jets in response.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So supposedly this was an attack firing on civilian areas. And this is the first big military confrontation since 1953.
You know, it's interesting when you read the story on it. They're really looking to escalate something because the quote from, I cannot remember the name of the premier of North Korea says, if they even go over the line by 1/1000th of a millimeter, then we're coming. So in other words, I think they're just sitting up there waiting like a crack addict. I'm sorry, I don't mean to use that analogy, but I do. I think they're waiting. And when you watch that much, to measure something that closely, it's not about the distance in the area. It's the idea that you're infringing upon what they believe is an act to escalate something.
Right. Now, remember now, everybody has their own viewpoints of this, but at least understand that amongst their people, it's a fight for control over their own territory, and we're the ones from the outside.
That's right.
And it's like China in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
North Korea was split in half. It was agreement, a ceasefire, armistice, they called it, I think, 1953. Something, whatever. I think it was 19, whatever. But back then, ceasefire. But, you know, these are the people who live there, that's their separated country and land. Like what happened in Germany, same thing, what people experience.
Yep.
So from the outside, it has one feeling, but we don't know how they feel, just like China and Taiwan. You could try to call Taiwan independent, like you have that, just like Guantanamo Bay. You're going to go take a little piece of somebody else's country and say it's yours.
No, you can't.
Well, let's see. At least it doesn't go about conflict.
Well, see, my whole thing is at the end of the day that...